Hey everybody, today we're going to do a review on Hank Fruit Puller.
20 feet.
20 feet long.
And it looks like it has to be assembled.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cameraman is going to have fun with this.
So basically, this is a fruit picker, 20 feet long. I guess they seen us do the video of us making a fruit picker. And they were like, hey, why don't you try this one? So
Yeah.
we're going to assemble it and see how tall this will be.
Yeah.
All right, let's get assembled. All right, this is assembly required. And it's not a hard assembly. I think 20 feet should be good. All right, let's get this going. I'm gonna get this off of here. All right, basically you got the catcher to the right and the clamps, and it's got the twisty thing, so you don't need no screwdriver or nothing there. This basically looks like a paintbrush pole, but you can also use it as a paintbrush pole too. But like I said, let's get this together. All right, it does come with instructions, and it shows you the different types of extension. I like this because it has the teeth. Oh, that sponge is there for the bottom. I was wondering what that sponge there for. I didn't know what it was for. But that sponge is so that the fruit can fall on here without damaging it. And then, of course, the simple assembly of it. And there is a hole in the pole so that one does go across. Okay, I see it now. All right. Personally, always keep everything on the same. Doesn't matter if you work on a car or what. Always make these the same facing the same way, so it's easy accessible. Like if you were putting a hose on your vehicle, you always want to make this easiest to get to. It says one here, one above. There's the hole right here. That's where that other one is going to go through. And then I'll be clamping that right there nice and snug. Another thing, make sure this comes to this line right here. You're not using the screw pole part. So, and then this goes above this one here. And this one will go above that one. And that's what you're basically looking at here. Hand tight, hand tight, hand tight. Keep going back and forth. Try to do it evenly as you can. But this one here is mainly to keep the cage closed here. This is your support one. So you got to make sure, like I said, hand tight. Don't use a wrench. This here, again, keeps this. Doesn't matter if this wing is out or not because there is no flat washer there. But you see, I am using this to hold that from turning when I turn this side here. And like I said, and I have it to where it's like that's more easier accessible. That's not bad looking right there. So I'm just gonna keep just checking just to make sure that I have. Another thing I would say before you use this, and always check these for the tightness and stuff, because sometimes they might back off. But I would just on the safe side, anytime before you go picking, you want to make sure that these are good. So it's just like a reminder thing. All right, let's go bring it to the backyard and see how tall this sucker is. Ooh, I forgot to put the foam in it. All right, that's how it looks like. And I like that because I like that it will be able to grab and pull, where on my other one you'd have to. On the homemade one, it's about practice. When you pull it, because it's like that more, so it's about the jerk when you pull it down here, because it gets the top of the fruit. It's more easier to pull it down versus the other way. Now the other way will work, but you have to. That's something there you have to have experience on doing. So it takes time. Anyone can do it. So that's the item number there. Hank 20-foot fruit picker. Say that 5 times. All right, BB's back here doing this.
Yep.
She done trimmed down the
jasmine.
Yep, and now she's just getting all this prepared. Look at it, BB. What do you think?
Oh, that looks good.
Want to try it out real quick, or?
Well, what you gonna pull?
We're just going to see how tall, if it'll go up to that avocado that's way up there. That will be, I might have to use my own remedy one, because that tree might be taller than that. But as you can see, that's not ready to pull, but you can see how it operates, how that fits in there good. But I still got some time to go. That's a November thing there. And these bananas, that's all that it gave. This is not a good year for this one. So, but hopefully this one here, with no winter. And we got the pee-pee coming along. All right, let's just extend it just to see how tall that is.
Well, it says 20 feet, so.
I know, but I don't know what 20 feet like. Oh no, there you go. That's basically a painting pole, looks like. I'm saying because the top has the screw for the painting. See how it has the screw like a painting pole?
Uh-huh.
And then someone just invented the net. Ooh. That's pretty. I just want to see how high. How does it feel to you? Like heavy?
Actually not that heavy when it's extended.
Lightweight?
Lightweight.
Yeah. Oh, you're thinking that was too high? Oh, wow. Yeah, and you brought it in a foot, so another foot. That'll get that.
I brought it in more than a foot. A length.
See if you can bring it out a length. Try it with the... There you go. See what we're looking at there. And you're not having problems with it, right? It's not heavy or...
No.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Look this way real quick. Okay, wow, that is, yeah, we are going to be able to get that one. Okay. All right, that is perfect, dude. That is perfect. That is extended all the way 20 feet. I can even go to the top. But my one is right in here, is one. And I have two over here. But again, these are not ready. But this thing goes humongous. And again, just for video purposes, just to show you how that will go in there. How that fits in there like that. And it'll grab the back and pull it down. And it'll gently put it on there. Let's go see if there's any lemons over there. All right, let me see if I have a lemon. Oh yeah, I see one right there. I have one right there I can test this on. Yep, I got two maybe. But I see one right there. I don't even have this out extended all the way. Of course, just like any fruit picking thing, I'm doing this with one hand. Get it right there. Hook it in. There we go, get the leaf in there, the branch. And there she is, right there. First pick of the year. A lemon. I could probably get two in here if I wanted to. Those are not ready, even though I can hand pick them, but it's just, I just wanted to show you how easy this thing works. And even if you got something here in the lower and you want to use it as well, you can use it here. You know what I'm saying? But just to show you, see, I could probably get a couple of lemons in here at the right time. But yeah, this is worth it. Let me just see if there's any more. And you can see, like, it's really weird how these lemons are growing, how the skin is growing. Oh, a lot of that has nothing to do with the picker, but a lot of that just shows you after the hurricane last year, you know. But like I said, these are, and this might even help you get that down too as well. Let me see. Oops. See if I want to grab some of these. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. Look, you even have another use for it. It'll help you get, just because this is what kills the trees. That right there. So even if you want to get some of that off your tree, the moss off your tree, you can do that. Because again, it has that thing that grips up there. There you go. Look at that. A two-purpose thing. You get the moss off, and the hell you get the lemons. Ooh, there's 2 more over there, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's 3. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna have to extend this a little bit more. Okay, I went 1 extension out. This tree isn't as tall as that avocado tree, but that was my main worry, was that we wouldn't be able to get that, but look at that. Oops. And remember, I'm doing this with 1 hand, guys. So, you gotta, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's all right. But I'm doing this with 1 hand, so it's not easy to do it if I had 2 hands on it. But even with 1 hand, and just jerk it like that. I got 1 in there already. And let me get this one up here. All right, let me get this one without my, all right, I was able to get 2. Just like this, in Puerto Rico as well, when you do jerk these, you are gonna get some other ones that are not ready falling down, unfortunately. But even with my other one, it doesn't matter, because if you get a bunch like this and there's only 1 ready, you're gonna take some other ones down with you by accident. Even with my homemade one, it doesn't matter. But no, this is for the win, guys. The link will be in the description. Let me get my lemon. All right, I got 3 in there. I did not pick all 3 at once, but I do wanted to show you that, you know, you could get 3. So it's not like picking 1 coming down. I think as far as like grapefruits go, avocados, that is definitely a nice size. They will definitely fit in there good. All right, runaway lemon. I can't believe how tall that thing reaches.
You better believe it, because you've seen it with your own eyeballs. And I like it because it's not heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to open up. Where the homemade one, I mean, depending how tall or small, you're stuck. I mean, I can disconnect poles from it, but this is more secure. It's tight here. It's real easy assembly. See, it loosened up a little bit, so I just retighten it. Because again, I used it, so anytime you reuse this, just make sure everything here is hand tight, guys. Got the foam in there. If you don't want to use the foam, that's fine. But this is basically not to damage as the, yeah. So if you don't have a piece of foam, a foam you can buy anywhere. If you have an older one, or you can put some clothing material in there as well. I know in Puerto Rico, sometimes they attach knives to it, and the knife is the cutting part of it, but this is perfect because it's got the fingers so that you're grabbing behind. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna rip some branches down. Sometimes when you tug, other fruits are gonna fall down with you that aren't ready. That's just common, whether it's my homemade one or this one here. So, you know, if you ever pick fruit, it's common in fruit picking. You know, some do fall down because you're pulling on them. Even hand picking, you can just accidentally bump something down and stuff. But again, for the win, thank you for sending us. The link will be in the description and stuff there for you guys. But if you're looking for something that's you don't want to homemade, but it's very convenient if you're starting out, especially people, yeah, especially people, we always say, like, you know, at our age, basically everything we got in here in our sheds and stuff that we've planted, it's set for our age limit. When you're younger and you own a home, don't think about who has the most toys wins. Think about when you get our age, do you have the most items to make it easier as you get older? So you're not buying, again, you buy something now, 5-10 years from now, it goes up in price. Yeah. So think about those things, especially if you're doing a garden. Get your shovels, get everything you can get now while it's cheap.
Another thing too, certain items, as I've noticed, as I've gotten older, you can't find anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, like my father.
Handheld sickle for the grass.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't find those anymore.
Yeah, I mean, my father's got tools from the 70s, the 50s, the 40s. But it's like I said, you know, get your garden equipment stuff now while you can at a young age. And then this way, when you get older and our age, you have these things ready for you to make life easier. When you're younger, yeah, I can, like I said, using that handmade pole was great in Puerto Rico. This would have been awesome. I mean, this would have been, we could have been off the balcony of the roof of the house and picked this amazingly. But when you ain't got something and you're just making something what you got, trying to save money, but I think for the price for this, it's not bad. As I said, easy assembly required. And like I said, it's a nice size, definitely grapefruit sizes. Avocados, because those avocados are going to get nothing but bigger up there. Yep. I mean, we still got a whole month to go. So, but when we do pick the avocados, we will show you that, because we are going to use this when we pick those avocados. But that avocado tree has got to be at least, I mean, 20 feet from where I was holding it, from my waist up, nearly reached the top. So that avocado tree's got to be a good 30-40 feet. But if you extend your arm and shoulder, you get the more 20 plus whatever. So this is perfect for that tree. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think it was gonna, but it did. Like, this is gonna be perfect and stuff. So yeah, like I said, they seen us make the homemade one and they were like, hey, try this out. We appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Any questions, leave it below. So
leave them in the comment section.
Easy to store too. You could hang it up anywhere. Just say, like, if I wanted to hang it, if I put a nail there, I can hang it here. I can hang it anywhere. I could put it up there with my other broom and pole stuff. So again, this is very easy to put somewhere. And I think this one here, most likely, I could put here next to that. And you see, very easy. Oops, it's because of that sunlight, but very easy to store. And you see, it's still off the ground. So very easy to store and everything.